I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breakfast by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
Well, to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Where you at? Triple left.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 1st down, Drake. Room here to run. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
On 4th down, Tannehill. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. Harris has it over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he is all the way up past the 25. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
5 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Drake, and unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st down, Tannehill. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Mason Foster in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Brought in over the middle by Graham. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football, and that's worked for the defense early in this game, and now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back, and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this one deep right side, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking to go back to Stills. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. To the air again, Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Washington's offense set to take over again here. You saw them last week against the New York Giants, 20-13. The Redskins wanted to get to 5-2. And, Charles, that's their best start in a decade since 2008.
And they're doing it a little bit differently than anyone would have expected, because from the time they signed Adrian Peterson, they became a true run-first team. And he looks like the 2008 version of himself. Had 149 yards and 2 touchdowns, including a 64-yard sprint for one of those TDs. His 15th career touchdown to 50-plus yards. That ties Barry Sanders for the most all-time among running backs.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Tannehill hands to Gray. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Drake off the give from Tannehill. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Tannehill. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Preston Smith in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And the pressure gets to him again. Preston Smith in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped them 2 out of 3 times. Usually you have 4th down plays that you have dialed up and ready to go and you think are going to be successful. Not so far in this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. They'll roll him out right. Out to the left here to Reed. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Let's go. 15.
Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. Jordan Reed has it. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Peterson, Charles, at age 33, I think when he signed with the Redskins, people were wondering what would this season be like. Well, it started off pretty good.
Yeah, and you remember the reason why they're asking that question. Age 33. Last season didn't end very well in Arizona. Had some good games, but was hurt down the stretch. Didn't have those games again. But now, 96 yards in the season opener for Washington at Arizona. Comes back for 20 against Indianapolis.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Adrian Peterson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Well, these Miami Dolphins coming back out here for their next offensive series. They've lost a couple games in a row and now 4-4. And all that Brocktober talk, that's kind of come to a screeching halt. Some struggles as of late.
Yeah, and it was made for great headlines. It rolled off the tongue well. But I don't think anyone who's watched NFL football thought that Brocktober would be the full month of excellent play like we'd seen. We knew we'd have some bumps along the way. And the Dolphins, let's face it, they've been one of the tougher teams to figure out this year. They've now lost 4 out of their last 5 after a 3-0 start. This one at home next week against the Jets, Week 9, it's going to tell us a lot about this Miami team and which direction they're going to go.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. He goes underneath the Drake. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Going deep here for Parker. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are in for 6. And he's got it up and through. Sanders now to kick this one away. Now here's Johnson. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Throwing is Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And an alley to run. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
On the give, this is Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They come out here in the eye. Tannehill. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill, and the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Well, that came a little abruptly here. Still working on my apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. Then we can get to the 3rd quarter now. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by Peterson. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It'll be a Redskin 1st down as Smith hits Crowder.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Smith sliding out of the pocket. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's Smith from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Let's go. Let's go. 15.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. He'll buy some time right. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. From the red zone now, Smith. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Smith That's complete right around the 8. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. So give him the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now Smith on 3rd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Hopkins' kick is good. Back now at FedEx Field. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Preston Smith in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
3rd and long. It's Tannehill. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They call his number. And a 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. Harris has it over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. A shotgun snap for Smith. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Bobby McCain.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now a handoff for Drake. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg. This is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, 28 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Dolphins offense cashes in with 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Sanders now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because
the Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Smith to throw on 2nd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll run with Drake, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made there by Zach Brown. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run out.
Looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Parker, the intended target. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Running, it's Drake. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you